Kashmir is witnessing a drought-like situation. Weathermen and environmentalists say that this is because of the fact that during the winters, peak winter season in Kashmir starts from December 10 and lasts up till end of January. Very little snowfall was witnessed. As a consequence, this winter has largely gone dry. Currently, in the month of February, the temperature is above normal, 8 degrees above normal. It is sort of a pre-summer-like situation in Kashmir, and sun shining brightly. People are still wearing woolens, but the nip and the chill in the air is far less than that used to be in February. And because of this low rainfall and snowfall, a drought-like situation has gripped Kashmir. Take, for example, in South Kashmir's Achabal Spring, famous Mughal garden and also known for trout fish. This spring supplies water to dozens of villages in the area. But because of low precipitation, this spring, for the first time in history, is running dry. Locals in the area say that this has never been the situation. This is unprecedented. Similar situation is prevailing in areas where, especially close to hinterland, in villages where the locals are dependent on natural sources of water, springs, brooks, and water bodies, and most of them are running dry. And if you look at the glaciers like Kolahai or Shishnag, where snow accumulates, and then when the temperature rises and water starts melting, and you can see the springs and the water bodies and rivers bubbling with fresh water, but that is not the situation currently. And the consequence, weathermen are warning that the summers ahead could be very difficult. And if you look at the river Jhelum that runs all the way from South Kashmir to north and then entering POK, the situation is equally dire. At Sangam in River Jhelum, the water level is below zero. And same is the case at Munshibag in Srinagar. It is 3.5 feet, which is, as per the environmentalists, is not good, is a cause of serious concern. Weathermen are blaming it on global warming, and also because during the Chilai Kalan, the peak winter period that lasts for 40 days in Kashmir, very little snow was witnessed. As a consequence, lots of tributaries of Jhelum like Veshau, Aripal, Rambiara are also running dry, literally dry. There is very little discharge. You can see behind me in River Jhelum, the boats are now, the boat owners are now pushing their boats deeper into the river, so that because when they were close to the banks, but because of low discharge, there was a danger of them running aground. Now they are being pushed deeper into the river so that they can keep afloat. And because of this situation, the second leg of Khelo India, that was the winter sports in Gulmarg, has been postponed. Now weathermen are saying that the government needs to take note of this and prepare for contingencies in summers, because there's a possibility, if the situation continues to remain so, there is still time for precipitation to come. There is still time that there can be snow or some rainfall, so that these water bodies can get refilled and that they can supply fresh water for whole of Kashmir in summers. And remember, this is also important for tourism, because a lot of tourists come to Kashmir to see these springs and see these, Dal Lake, for example, is a huge lake, and although Dal Lake is not dependent on any nala or any spring, it basically, people say, experts say that Dal Lake has got hundreds of springs, that support it, that supply water to it. The rare source of Dal Lake is hundreds of springs within the lake that keep on refilling the water in the lake. But outside, but at other places, in villages and in hinterland, and also because of the fact that if the situation continues to remain so, there is no intervention by the government to prepare for contingencies. Difficult times ahead for Kashmir in summers.